Participating and assisting in the creation of a positive learning environment is an important facet of this position. Describe your experience as a student and your philosophy of education.
My experience at MATC has been, for the most part, wonderful. Everybody there seems like they really want to be learning, so it feels pretty positive because a lot of the people are adults or they're working hard to make that education happen. And as far as my experience as a student, directly, and what I get out of it is I believe that you get out of it what you put in it. And I notice that is much the same for all of the other people that I'm in class with.
This position requires intensive team-based skills. Please state whether you prefer this type of environment and discuss your experience in such situations.
I'll have to defer a little bit to that first question in terms of the team stuff that I've been involved with, either through discussion boards or in classes, is again the same as I get out of it what other people are putting into it as well as myself. So if it's a strong team, I think it works really, really well. When there's somebody who's dragging a little bit, the hopes are that the other team kind of pulls them along and shows them new things and learns things. So I like the team thing, and I think it's beneficial to everybody.
Give an example of your experience in proofreading and detailed work. Please assess your accuracy.
My proofreading and detailed work is pretty good when it comes more to numbers and facts. I struggle a little bit with some of the written communication things with the rules. If I were doing drawings or building or running numbers and tallies on books or something like that, or even recipe costing, I'm fantastic. And my proofing on all of that is good because I like it.
What is your experience working with computers? Please describe your keyboarding ability.
My experience goes back to the DOS days, so I still have some of the DOS prompts in my head. My keyboarding skills are good, and I'm not afraid to tackle any type of program and start clicking and learning.
In the past 5 years, what communications training or education have you had?
I think communication training is every day because communicating with different people is different. My education on it has been predominantly in classes, but every day I learn things, and one of the examples would be some training that I was receiving from somebody who has English as a second language, and although we were only able to communicate with minimal verbal communication, and so just a couple of words here and there, we were able to completely understand each other. So I think there's more to communication than just speaking.
Please give an example of a challenging working relationship you've experienced, either through your experience as a student or on the job, and rate your problem-solving capability.
That's a tricky one. I think mostly it's been a big one for me is some of the politics and the coordination of being a student at MATC. And that goes to signing up for classes and some confusion about that and not really having direct communication as much as I would like with an advisor, getting books or knowing when to sell books back. And the way I've found to deal with it the best is just keep digging until you find somebody that's more responsive. So it's been a challenge, but you just have to keep working hard at getting somebody who is responsive.
If former classmates or teachers were to describe you using 5 words, what would they be?
Smart, hardworking, fun, entertaining, and I think that's 4. So the 5th maybe would be witty.
Give an example of your work ethic.
I don't mind going in early and staying late to get the job done. And I believe the work ethic kind of plays into the team thing. Everybody pulls together, and gets things done. And if it means skipping lunch, if you get in a groove and you want to maintain that groove and rhythm, then that's what I do.
What prompted you to sign up for this class? If you were offered this position, how soon would you be available to begin work?
Honestly, the main reason for signing up for the class was because it's required for my curriculum. And I would be willing and able to start as soon as possible.